Hi there, I'm with my friend Steve here.
How you doing, people?
Yeah, one of the few interview in English. You get to know this guy, that's why I'm with him today. Oh, for the people that are on the Steve list. Hi, I'm Nicolas Desjardins from the Institut Neuroperformance. Steve, you got a clinic here in Gatineau?
That's correct. I have one in
Yeah.
Gatineau at Gym Max,
Yeah.
and it's going very well. I've been down there since 2012, actually.
Yeah, you post a lot on social media. You give tons of information. That's pretty cool. So people who are fluent in English, you get to follow this guy, see everything that he brings. It's pretty cool in functional medicine, I can say.
Yeah.
A lot of immunology, performance stuff, the rehab stuff
Yeah.
too. So that you've been here for a long time. I think 17 years.
17 years working
Yeah.
with clients in this facet. Yeah.
Yeah. So what bring you into that great world of therapy and performance?
Actually, I got into it first for strength and conditioning. I always loved strength and power lifters and strongmen, and so I wanted to continue that passion and share it with others. So that's how I got into the field in the first place. And then from there, as I started training clients, I realized that there was a lot more I needed to do as far as helping them with pain issues and whatnot, or to increase their athletic performance. We needed to deal with other issues like with hands-on techniques and whatnot. So, once I started learning and taking other courses, I just kept on going down that rabbit hole, and it takes me to where I am today.
Yeah, I met you the first time I remember in a course we took in Montreal. In fact,
Yeah.
I was showing up there.
That's
'Cause
right.
I was already certified.
Yeah.
And I create some some interference with the technique.
Yeah.
As usual, I love to create troubles. No, just kidding. We find incorrect a short leg. In fact, when I was there with my technique, that was cool.
true.
Since then, it's a love story. I think a brother love story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Big time.
Been with Benoit Lapierre too, seeing you in Ottawa.
That's
maybe
true.
at least 3 years ago.
Yeah, that's right.
4 years ago.
At least 4 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, you come by too, and 5 years ago almost at my clinic for
Yeah. Did some
training
courses with you and stuff. Yeah.
pretty cool on the joint testing. So this guy is well equipped with techniques and immunology now.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Hands-on with frequency too. You've been involved with
Actually,
frequency.
So in my functional medicine protocols I use with my clients, not only do I get into the nutrition and supplementation, but I also use chromotherapy's bioenergy patches. So for instance, like we have different patches that will do different things. So one of them here is the lymph boost. So that's going to help get the lymphatic system moving. So it's great to be able to use different tools and techniques while you're in the clinic. But in order to keep that process moving along, you want to use things like bioenergy patches like this. So it's constantly working on the body 24 hours a day. And it really does make a big difference. So I just found that combining the food, the supplementation, herbal tinctures, and then with the
Vital
bioenergy
energy,
patches,
too.
it makes a massive difference at the end of the day as far as getting results and getting results quick.
Those patches got great results, mostly because of people don't do their rehab home, don't do their exercise home.
That's
so
true.
it's kind of perfect for the lazy customers, we can say, that don't want to participate in their process. You need tons of water, in fact.
Oh yeah, you want to use a lot of water to be able to flush all the toxins out of your body and to keep the nervous system working properly as well.
The electric function of the body.
That's
it needs to make those work, because it's a frequency. We need to transmit some of those frequency. How can you explain it? How it works with the human nervous system?
Well, basically, what happens is they have this special material that's within this patch that is on a 3M surgical and antibacterial tape. And so when you place it on the body, it's the heat of the body that's going to activate the patch, and it's going to send
energy, right?
Yeah,
I guess.
pretty much, and it's going to send out wave-like patterns throughout the nervous system, the central nervous system, and that's what's going to activate and get the brain to start doing whatever the patch is asking it to do, and so you get great results. And like I said, it's the only therapy out there that works 24 hours a day.
Nice.
Right, so it really does make a big difference at the end of the day with the client, especially like you said, the non-compliant clients. It's a great way to get them, feeling better in a much quicker time frame.
We really use, in fact, in medicine and rehab, about neurotransmission aspect of the nervous system. We're going to work with the biochemistry a lot. We're going to work with the electric function if we think about TENS and stuff like that. But it's pretty new that we start to use the electromagnetic wave, and the frequency is going to be affecting. And in fact, if you send a frequency in the body is going to feel the electromagnetic wave, that as an information is going to transmit it into electric signal that's going to be transmit again into a biochemical signal like neurotransmission. And electromagnetism into therapy is getting really interesting. We're lucky with quantum physics and stuff like that. We now got better understanding of the body, since humans works as frequency before everything.
Yeah.
You communicate through waves. So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I love that. And in the same ideas, when you there's some, that's Dr. Voll that made some research about those kind of stuff. Was realizing when he was using medication over a line of acupuncture, a meridian, it was changing the feedback of the test. So when the person got the bottle, the medication in his pocket,
Yeah.
Wasn't have the same reading when he was testing acupuncture points.
Yeah.
So we didn't understand. Now we understand that the electromagnetic resonance of a product, example is here cedar wood stuck in carbon, and it have its own electromagnetic field. When we put it into mine, my body's gonna resonate, gonna have a change momentarily,
Yeah.
most like 12 seconds,
Yeah.
but after it's done. But that's interesting to, it's like a big homeopathy, we can say.
Yeah.
It works like on the same zone on the vital body, and we can test some pretty much cool stuff. Example, zinc, we find something with the
Stomach.
yeah, example for Steve today, the stomach had a zinc problem. It was not a HCl problem, but we find that was the zinc. So probably the zinc is low in his case, and the zinc is needed to process the
HCl.
Exactly, to create the HCl in the stomach, so to optimize the digestion. And we just test some stuff, and when he was holding the zinc, it was stronger.
Yeah.
So nervous system was happy about it.
That's
So
right.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you build a course about testing with those nutriments, those minerals, those stuff, virus, parasite, everything. It's named the Missing Link.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Pretty cool course.
So the Missing Link Clinical Testing Workshop. So it's a 2-day workshop, and what I've done is basically I'm teaching all the students about different diets out there for different conditions.
Mm-hmm.
So first we got to find out what's going on with the individual. So if there's any old Epstein-Barr virus that's still stuck in the system, any parasites, any heavy metals, we need to address those through food, through supplements, and then through the bioenergy patches as well. And that's how we're going to help people, get rid of these toxins and these toxic burdens throughout the body, and they're going to come back to a good level of homeostasis or equilibrium within the body again. So basically what I do is I go through all kinds of different plans with the Missing Link, and I also give you a very detailed booklet to take home with you, that so whenever you are back in your clinic, because I do overload you with quite a bit of information, especially in day one, that when you do go back to your office, you're going to have a great reference tool now,
Exactly.
which has been compiled over many different books I've read, and courses in functional medicine and stuff as well. So it's really cool.
I think that the information we received today was in a pretty great correlation with the course we teach, nutrition for sports in Institut Neuroperformance. We test in that course the stomach, gallbladder, liver, pancreas, to know which one is caused the trouble in first, what nutriment it needs to reinforce the organ. So if the organ is got a good nutrition, it's going to work better, enzymes going to function better, so there's less chance that the pathogen and everything or bad digestion problems show up. We test leaky gut, fermentation, putrefaction, etc. So that course is really a complement that we can integrate for us that already have already been trained in nutrition for sports in our course, because we integrate now much stuff about the other virus, other stuff that was not the specificity of the course about nutrition for sports. It was a course written at base to make sure people take supplements like tons, $500 supplement per month. That's pretty common in sports.
Yeah.
But people don't know if their organ absorbs properly or work properly with those supplements. So that course was based to test those organs, to make sure the organ function in a good way. When I mean function, it's not example for you either. It's plus on a naturopathic side. It's not functional medicine side. It's not you got a disease on your stomach. You get you get to continue to work with your doctor. That's not our job to check the
No, exactly.
the tumor and stuff like that. That's not our job. Our job is to support the organ, because nobody will do it.
Yeah.
That's simple as that. Nutritionists don't know about it. Doctor don't know about it. That's more the job of a naturopath. What the organ is. When the organ lack of a specific nutriment, is going to have symptom in the body. Our job is to look at the symptom and give back, make some tests to make sure everything function normal in something you can say non-invasive, relax. Take up some apple cider vinegar and stuff like that. They're quite normal.
Yeah.
Put up some zinc and they're just normal stuff that should be do for everyone. But I think there's too much trouble with the lack of nutrients now in the soil and the veggies and the food in general is too much transformed.
That's it.
Well, at first, but there's the water, electromagnetic field problems. There's
pesticides, herbicides, all that stuff,
lifestyle,
chemicals.
stress. So we got a big problem. It's not normal to see every autoimmune disease coming out, neurodegenerative disease coming out, leaky guts, SIBO,
Candida.
That's getting really crazy. That's out of control, and the medication is not proper for it at the moment. It's not helping. I think medical system is kind of overwhelmed with all of those.
Yeah.
So with those tests, it's pretty cool. It's pretty easy. It's not dangerous, and that's perfect.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
we don't have to give medication to people to just put it in the electromagnetic field. Got some difficulty with that word.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're tired today. And we test, we check some functional tests. Do the system seem more parasympathetic and sympathetic? If, example, there's muscle tension coming out of the body when you hold something, you know that there's a sympathetic kick is going to happen, and the neck rotation is going to be limited. When we give something to the body that seems to be better, going to have a relaxation effect, like a thank you effect.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
say, and the muscles are gonna get less tense. So we see an optimization of the function of the muscle system. So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah. We also get into genetic polymorphisms. So that's basically where there's, we're all going to be born with different genes that we're inherited from our parents, and some of us are going to have genes that will not allow us to detoxify properly. So we call it a hypomethylator. And then we're going to have other genes that might limit our capacity to metabolize vitamin D. So we look at these different things because they're very, very important for, supplying the body with the proper nutrients and also the proper supply of fuel in order to be able to operate optimally, right? So even for brain function, I mean, if somebody's got, too much bad bacteria in their gut and they have candida, whatnot, well, that's going to affect their mental state. They're going to tend to be more lethargic, depressed. They're going to have, not good thoughts. So it's all these things relate back to how the body is functioning, right? With that balance or imbalance of the microbes within the body. So that's what I love about the missing link. It's pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, that's really the missing link, in fact, because what we're teaching now in the Institut Neuroperformance, example in level 1, level 2, we're gonna go through the meridian system, chakra system. We're gonna test lots of stuff. And the example, if like I did on him, I was checking his meridian were good. If the meridian was in priority, I will fix the meridian first and the mental state associated with the meridian. Because if the stomach seemed to have less energy, less enzyme, whatever the manifestation in the physical world that can happen, the best was to treat the vital body that is something over We call it the downward causation in quantum physics. Something that is higher is going to cause effect down, 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 down. But something at the lower state, like the physical, won't go up to change the mental, change the supramental change. It won't happen.
Yeah.
It's not there's not a ladder on that side.
Okay.
Less effect. So you're better to treat always the higher sphere of the human body. Mental is over vital, and vital is over the physical body. So he had a lack of enzyme. I did some checkup about the chakras and meridian. They were not implicated, so no mental state involved, no vital body involved, so we're purely into physical state. So now that's a good time to give supplements. That's why I think the proper order for my students that have been trained already in level 1, level 2, they can go with nutrition for sports. With nutrition for sports, they can check the organs directly, and with your system. For those who have already did those course, you need that course, guys, because you're gonna see, okay, the stomach don't go well, but now you can check about parasite, about virus, about what to do with the rest of the function of the system, the vaccination trace, heavy metals, and stuff like that. That's pretty cool, because that's the missing link we didn't have. So now we got it, and the same for you guys, your people who did your course. I think they need to learn the other techniques.
Oh, for sure.
As well, I show you a trick with the lens and lights, and
that's very
pretty cool. And everything can merge the two techniques together. But the other one, it's depends on the other one. It's they
both interchange.
Exactly. So that's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited. I was excited to meet you, to see your course. I'm super happy for what you bring, man. That's a lot of research you bring down there. That's I know. That's tons of stuff. You merged together. We did a crazy book too for nutrition for sports, and I know their work, because that's crazy. I had the 60-page on steroid, peptide, and stuff like that, because I know people won't talk about it. I know it's super important to talk about those kind of projects, SARMs and stuff. I had 60-page, just people, because somebody asked me one question, I said, okay, I got to answer. And that's where, when we were crazy a bit about our course, that's what happened. But that we need to go deep, 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 always deeper, but not deeper just in a scientific way, deeper in analyze, just to make sure the same problem won't come back to surface. We got to go deep to cut the root right here.
That's right.
And for that, we need knowledge, we need testings, we need protocols, efficient protocol. We need 3 minutes. Okay. We need we need a high level of knowledge too, and we need to be specific.
For sure.
Something about it, because otherwise it's going to happen all the time. An example, if I haven't checked his stomach, I didn't know he was lacking of zinc. Maybe it will have a testosterone problem eventually if you lack of zinc. Nails problem, tons of problems that can happen to the body. Maybe estrogen problem coming. But if I will only supplement zinc, and the problem was in the vital body, and it was about the meridian of the stomach related to contentment and some stuff like that. Okay, this joy of life, something he don't feel right, he keeps stuck in himself. I haven't been checked those systems. What will happen if the stomach will always have problem? Maybe next time it's going to be HCl, maybe it's going to be anything. But the body will keep in the balancement, because I won't treat the proper source of the stomach. So that's pretty cool. You need to understand that. Steve was a genius in energetic medicine long before doing those kind of stuff. So I know it's already in your mind when you check up people's. But not much people in nutrition can make the link with vital body, mental process, the food, the contaminant that we don't see.
That's right.
Because the nutritionist is going to ask you, hey, what you eat, but
that's it.
He won't talk to you about how do you feel, do you have your life, and what's up with your electromagnetic field home.
What happened at birth, what happened in your childhood, you have a lot of sore throats, ear infections, stuff like that. It's all very crucial information. That's why, you
don't get sick in one day.
No, exactly. It's accumulation over time, right? And so that's why, we want to get into the medical history and really find out the story. right? And so you trace it back, and a lot of times, with people that have had their tonsils removed, well, it's going to lead you back to Epstein-Barr virus, right? And so you want to check into all these different things, and then once you have all that piece of the puzzle put together, well, now you can come up with a good plan for somebody that's going to get them results quickly. Right, and that's what you're looking for, because that's what clients are going to want to come back to you for afterwards, and they're going to refer more clients as well. Right, the quicker the results, the better.
Yeah,
nice.
And that's good for the karma of a therapist. Huh?
That's it. Exactly.
Everybody is ill, you feel better. That's good.
Oh yeah.
You got to work with your medical doctor, of course, because they're the one. You don't want to treat symptoms, and finally the guy got a cancer and die over some advice you give them.
Yeah.
It can be the worst thing that happened in your life, because all your life you're gonna you're gonna have trouble to live with it. Okay, you got to make sure everything that the doctors do this check and cooperate with the doctor, make him calls, give him information, do your test, do your checkup. Said we jack up the sodium, does the pressure, it's always good. You got to work in cooperation. That's super important.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's how you get the best result, because they got tools that we don't have in our clinic.
That's
so
right.
That's super important.
Oh yeah.
So that course, what's the plan? I know you've been teaching all around the world. You too. So,
yeah.
I'm in the French community now. You've been teaching to, I think, to Bali, United States.
No, I went
Canada.
to United States and then Canada and stuff as well. But I've taken courses in UK, but I haven't taught there yet.
Okay.
So anyhow, so I want to teach in Europe and stuff as well. Teach throughout the States, Canada, Australia, right? So definitely, I got people that are interested down there. And I just want to get the word out, get this information out there, because it's super important. Not enough people are using this type of information in their clinics, and have people really looking at somebody from a holistic point of view. I think that's super important. So combining it, with your different courses and stuff that you have to offer too, I think it's just a brilliant system of I guess ways to look at the body.
Exactly.
Right, and the person as a whole. It's huge.
I got huge standard in quality. I don't teach crap that people teach already.
Yeah.
I got to find novelty, find something that is better than what's in place already. There's some great school. That's what I meant. But I don't want to create course just to create course. I want to create super course, and that one is a super course. So that's perfect.
There we go.
I'm teaching in Vancouver in January. I'm going there. We seek out the market. Told me about Australia. It might be pretty interesting.
Oh yeah.
Got contact now in Holland for course. I got some contact in England too.
Okay.
So it might be a great timing for us.
Yeah.
So that's why we choose to make that video in English. We gotta make a video in French too with Steve. He can understand pretty well French.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So he's in Gatineau. Hein. You get to talk French, tabarnouche.
Je parle un peu français.
Excellent. So we're gonna make a video to talk more about Steve, his concept for France, Switzerland, Belgium now, etc. French Canada, because people, well, in that reality, people, all the people don't talk English.
That's right.
I got a shitty accent, but I can follow a course, no problem.
Yeah.
Just don't talk well enough. More often.
That's right.
Oh my God.
You say
it again.
You just got to practice.
Yeah, exactly. So super cool. You still take customers in your clinic? You got a clinic here?
Yeah. In Gatineau, I still have my clinic and stuff. I'm still taking new customers.
Yeah.
And just helping as many people as I can. Loving it.
That's great. So that's the first time you give a missing link, I think, huh?
Yeah, it's the first course. This weekend was the launch.
Cool.
So I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you full of of technique to add. The course is gonna be fun. And perfect. For the people who don't know me, I'm Institut Neuroperformance. You can go to the website. It's in French. Institut Neuroperformance. Stuck together. We give lot of course. I think Steve might join the team.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay,
sounds
excellent.
Good.
It's gonna be on the page with the equipe. The course is gonna be translated. We work with some people that are native English and then by language. We got Renato Persecchino that's doing nutrition for disease course. Pretty cool too. It's gonna be everything's fit together.
Yeah,
that's perfect. It's no we teach concept that both we join us. but it's not the same technicality. That's different, but
Yeah.
everything is gonna be combined. We
Nice.
got Anthony Borcellino got now a PhD in naturopathy. Bravo, Anthony.
Nice.
Anthony got created the nutrition for sport course. I'm pretty much just adding on over him, and that's it. We got some fasting course coming. Everything is different. Our point is really to push the human body to the limits and optimize the homeostasis and the regeneration function. Bring anti-aging course, man, performance. That's the point.
That's
Got
awesome.
tons of course for therapists at the same time. Steve, where can people join you?
Well, if they want to, you can just go to my website. So, excuse me.
Yeah. Big day, big day.
All right. So you perform better. So the letter U followed by the words perform better at youperformbetter.com.
Yeah, awesome.
Right
You're on social media, I think.
Yeah. Also, I'm on You Perform Better Health. That's on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then You Perform Better
Should
Health
keep the
and
same
Rehab.
name and
It's all going to
keep
be
the same name. You Perform
You
Better.
Perform Better. If you type that in, you're going to find me on Facebook too.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome. Follow us, guys. Share the content. That's great because maybe it's not you, but maybe your therapist need those kind of course, or their mama got a trouble with any condition. We're help for you. We're sharing information. I think you produce a lot of content. Will you be open to produce content for an English page, ENP, for Institutional Performance page in English?
For sure. Yeah.
We're gonna share some goodies there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask my other boys to start promote some stuff like that. So we're gonna have the page now in English. So it's gonna be full of content. That's perfect. I love it.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you, brother.
Right
It's
on.
always
Thank you.
a pleasure. It's time for it.